the day before, the news that Queen Consort Camilla wished her own grandchildren, not the duchesses close to the throne, to hold the canopy over her during the anointing of the holy oil at the coronation ceremony had astonished everyone to a certain extent. Given that Camilla has always tried to keep her family, children Tom and Laura and her 5 grandchildren and granddaughters, Eliza, Lola, Freddie, Louis, and Gus, out of the media spotlight, this decision by the Queen Consort was all the more surprising. Many felt that Camilla had finally got her hands on it and would now shove her kin into the royal family and demand titles and royal allowance for them. A source at the palace commented that since Carl and Camilla have such a blended family, like almost most families in the world today, the union of royal Carl and from Camilla's first marriage is quite a natural phenomenon. The couple is simply setting an example of how a blended family should live. Well, Australian royal expert and writer Daniela Elser, in her article for the New Zealand Herald, reflected on what feelings this has already caused and will cause in the near future for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Daniela said the prominent role of Camilla's grandchildren at the coronation is the latest sign that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been sidelined by the royal family after their decision to retire as working members of the firm without an active role, despite Harry being the king's son and 5th in line to the throne. She writes, "It seems today that if he and his wife Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, had their rented private jet to London in May to attend Charles and Camilla's coronation, they will face an even greater ordeal than previously thought. Harry may be the king's son and 5th in line to the throne, but now, having turned his list of family grievances into a highly profitable one-man home business, on coronation day he seems likely to play almost the same role as one of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie's hats. A decorative element and nothing more. Today it seems that, if he and his wife Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, had their rented private jet to London in May to attend Charles and Camilla's coronation, they will face an even greater ordeal than previously thought. Harry may be the king's son and 5th in line to the throne, but now, having turned his list of family grievances into a highly profitable one-man home business, on coronation day he seems likely to play almost the same role as one of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie's hats. A decorative element and nothing more. Never will HH's voluntary banishment to the farthest reaches of the royal orbit be more obvious and poignant than when all these teenagers gather around the woman they call Gaga, trying not to drop the hand-stitched canopy, while the Duke and Duchess are stuck in a pew, looking at the back of 15-year-old James, Viscount Severn's head, as they did during last year's Platinum Jubilee Thanksgiving service at St. Paul's Cathedral. As it turned out, Sussex's pompous forays into the media over the past few months yielded exactly nothing when it came to his family. Instead of taking a knee, the Windsors, led by Charles, are moving forward, disregarding those who are nicking their heels and are busy preparing for the coronation. The news from London is getting worse and worse for the man who boldly told the world about the horrors of genital frostbite and where you should never rub face cream. First it was claimed that Harry was effectively barred from attending the coronation. In January, it was reported that Charles refused to have the royal dukes swear him in during the coronation, a traditional tribute to the monarch, thereby neatly depriving his son and brother, Prince Andrew, of any official participation in the process. "If I were king, I would currently be adding massive columns to certain places inside Westminster Abbey to make it easier for Andrew to hide." While Andrew may be left out, a host of people who are unlikely to be at the top of the list of those to whom Sussex people send holiday cards will play central roles. If Harry and Meghan arrive, they'll just have to sit on a bench without any formal involvement and watch their nemesis Prince William, as H described his brother in Spears' memoir, who will play an important role on the day as Prince of Wales. Not only that, for now, according to the Times article, the royal family is discussing a significant role in the ceremony of the world's most famous 9-year-old Prince George. Meanwhile, there have been no whispers in the media regarding the formal recognition of Archie and Lily, Harry, and Meghan's children as prince and princess, which they are now purely technically. According to a separate Times report, the Duke of Sussex will also not receive the personal apology he has come to expect from his father or brother. A source close to the royal family told Valentine Lowe, the Times reporter, that although the Sussexes will be invited to the coronation, the invitation card will not be tied with an apology ribbon. It will be, "Here's the invitation. Let us know if you're coming." So, to summarize, while Harry and his family were left out of the coronation, and his dad and brother refused to comply with his demand for an apology, the family of Camilla, the woman Harry spoke extremely unflatteringly about in Spare, is likely to melt hearts and social media algorithms. What to do? Netflix wonders if anyone has a personal account for Camille's granddaughter Eliza Lopez on Zapretagram to write to her. Harry now faces the prospect of watching his brother, nephew, his step-nieces and nephews make history in front of a worldwide TV audience of perhaps billions of viewers, while he is left to cast his trademark frown and silently repeat his mantra. The symbolism of it all could not have been more painfully poignant and obvious. Harry's irrelevance to the monarchy has never been so exquisitely expressed. The decision to include Eliza, Lola, Freddie, Louis, and Gus is a really big deal, a very unexpected break with tradition that can only be overridden by Camilla's decision to wear a Ginger Spice-style Union Jack corset on the big day. P.S. That last one, as you can see for yourself, is a joke by Daniela.